Don't.
Hannah, please. What have you done?
Our version of the Midwich Cuckoos is set in a picture-perfect postcard town of Midwich, when nothing very much happens until one day.
We've had a complete blackout, no communication possible. Anyone trying to get info's instantly unconscious.
And nobody can get in or out of the town.
I live in Midwich.
There's no entry at the moment.
Something very odd happens to the women in particular. They have all fallen pregnant, mysteriously.
The baby has my DNA, but not yours.
It was written by a great British science fiction writer, John Wyndham.
We could see that our children were special, but we loved them, and they loved us too. And then one morning, everything changed.
When the opportunity came to update the story and to turn it into a television series, I immediately updated it to now.
To our family.
I write often with westerns very strongly in mind. Paul Haynes is the sheriff of the town, Susanna Zellaby is the priestess, and Sam and Zoe are unquestionably the city dwellers who are almost riding out in their carriage. You can imagine it in a John Ford western.
You first?
Who are going to make a new life.
I'm Susanna Zellaby. I'm a family therapist.
My character, she's this priestess figure, someone that people can go to with their concerns and worries, which they do.
I'm glad you called.
She's interested in children's minds. She wants to help these children. She thinks that she can help them, they can help us. She sees the good that there could be. It doesn't quite work that way.
We don't know what they are.
I don't trust them.
DCI Paul Haynes is a Detective Chief Inspector of the Midwich Police. He's kind of like the sheriff of the town.
Don't tell me what to do.
He's very much involved with the townsfolk and takes their safety and is paramount to him, and he's very involved. He's one of those chaps that, you know, fight or flight. He will step up to the mark when disaster occurs, and does quite often.
Get back!
The phrase community horror has been used. I'm not convinced it's completely a horror, but it does have elements, certainly. And it certainly portrays a community under intense pressure.
Sit down.
Will the community crack and destroy itself?
We are all in this together now.
You know that thing in psychology, the tyranny of the shoulds, and that's what keeps this community together. There are so many shoulds that everybody abides to, even in the face of real evidence that something is rotten.
What did you do to me?
Is this a comment on parenthood? We all aspire to be the best parents in the world. In this drama, at one point, the children become really who they really are, with absolutely no attachment to the parents whatsoever, which is incredibly daunting for the parents.
He doesn't love me anymore.
What? How much can we remove ourselves from deep natural bonds if we begin to suspect they may be being used? There's very deep biological attachments that we have. That, I think, is where horror and sci-fi are great, is they can actually strangely be the most philosophical and the most deep kind of genres intellectually. Like, you know, they ask really profound questions about who we are.
They actually are an evolutionary step forward. They're the next development.
Be careful what you wish for. The experience that some of these characters have, some of them think, actually, all my dreams have come true and this is what I've wanted all my life. You know, it becomes apparent quite quickly that you should be careful what you wish for.